Hi, welcome to my channel, Warbow KTB Archery. Back again with the Fenwick longbow. And this week I've got a tab bycaster with a spacer. This is a tab I originally bought to shoot with an ILF bow, but I hardly ever shoot that bow because I bought it just after my first Korean bow, and then since then, 3 years ago, I've only ever mostly shot the Korean bows. So I brought it out of retirement because this one feels much thicker than the other tab I've got, and it's double layers, so it's got a soft one for the fingers and then this thick outer one. So I thought I'd give it a shot this week. My finger feels a bit better. Can't see if you can see the bit of dry skin there on the edge. In hindsight, I think what was happening was with the constant battering of the finger, it felt a bit like an ingrown toenail, so it had a very sharp, acute pain whenever I touched it. And during the week, I managed to squeeze out some pus out of the edge of the nail, and since then it's been healing, and it's not painful at all now. So fingers crossed that with the tab and that, I'll be able to shoot it without any more problems. So getting used to this tab. This week, I found that it kind of makes a clicking sound at some point, and I'm not sure why. It might be that it's something loose or it's not taking the weight very well. But anyway, I'll be shooting the wooden arrows. I thought before I start, just do another check for the weight. I thought I had my tester arrow here. There it is. So I haven't got a peg this week, but again, measuring it to 32 inches. So that'll be the start of the red tab, red tape there, the first red tape. So it goes white, blue, red. So that's here will be 32 inches. And I'll take the tab off actually. And I've got the drawing scale again, so we'll see what kind of weight this is this week. So start at 0, and let's just take it to 32 inches. Okay. I think that's about right. Ooh. So 92.8, so almost 93 pounds on the peak. Let's see if I can get a hold. No, but I've got another peak of 94. So it's more or less in the same ballpark. It's been, not sure whether I've actually overdrawn it or not, but we'll see in the video. But anyway, that's the weight I'm shooting this week. I'm hoping in the next few weeks, if the weather gets a bit warmer, I might try get the other one out, the heavier one, and then see if I can, once I sort of suss out how to shoot these with good form, I should be able to see if I can pull the other one. But sorry, just clearing my chest out. Right, so a bit more endurance testing this week. I'm aiming for 30 arrows. Let's see how far I get. Last week I did 24. So just trying to stop the arrow from just flipping over. One. And the last one for the first round. Okay, reset and come back. Round two. Actually, let's just drop that down a bit. Right, round two. Oh, still struggling with the arrow moving out of position. This tab is a bit better than the other one, a bit stiffer, but I can still feel a bit of pain with this tab. I'm going to have to get something different. The spacer seems to be helping a little. Someone recommended using a glove as well as the tab, so I might have to explore that, except I haven't got any gloves at the moment, and the only gloves I've used in the past are motorcycle gloves, which are a bit too heavy and too sweaty in this weather. I don't like getting overheated. Right, let's talk more shooting. That flew quite nicely. I'm still not quite certain of my hand position sometimes in relation to where I've put the knock, and sometimes the arrows seem to be porpoising a little, other times they fly nicely. And I had a bit of pain from the fletching previously when I've had the grip a bit too high, so it's just a case of finding the sweet spot. Oh god. That was a bit porpoisey. Gonna have to move my hand up a bit for the next one. Oh, that's not bad. 3 arrows fairly close to one another in a line, vertical line. I'm aiming at a bottle, so maybe I need to just aim off at it. I don't want to Robin Hood. Say this every week, but yeah, I don't want to. Ooh, okay, that vibrated a bit and it smacked into another arrow. Famous last words. But I did aim off. I just aimed off in the wrong direction. Right, last one for this lot. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 6. Oh, again. Ah, this string is not quite thick enough for these knocks. I need to add a bit of floss or something to make them better contact. I'm just paranoid of dry firing. Okay, that's 6. I'm going to reset and come back. Round 3. last one for this round. Okay, right, reset and round 4. Oh, it was close. I don't want to group. Right, same off. That was nice. Let's hit the bottle. Okay, that's 6. Reset and shoot again. Right, I just thought I'd show you this. I'm not aiming specifically for anything, but the bottle was there as a kind of focal point. I took out some of the other shots that went up, but these are, too close for comfort here. Just take it that way. That's just too close for comfort. And this one was, straight through the bottle, which I'm using as a focal point, like I said. But I'm aiming off, trying to avoid hitting a Robin Hood somewhere. Round 5. Another one straight through the bottle. Right, I'm aiming off now. I don't want to call it fluke, call it practice. Same height, slightly to the left where I was looking. Like I said, I don't want to group these arrows because they're expensive. Oh, that was a bit close. It's on the one hand, I'm trying to aim off, but as soon as I go into full draw and I'm sighting down, and it's like, yeah, you want to hit the target, which I don't. So let's just aim off a bit. And last one. Okay, I'm gonna pick up. So I think I've got another round in me. So we're gonna make it to 36 arrows, 6 6s. Yeah, and I'm also thinking, you know, the last few arrows that I'm shooting felt better than the first ones. So I think muscle memory's kicking in. I feel a bit more relaxed. This tab, the thickness of this tab is certainly helping. Don't like the modern style of it, but I think I need to either see if I can repurpose this or get a thicker type of leather tab. But anyway, that's something to investigate. But for now, you know, this seems to be working. So let's do another 6, and let's try not to Robin Hood anything. Let's hit the bottle. Ooh, a bit close. And I think blank bailing, you know, is the way to just get repetition in, get practice, and get a feel for how the bow shoots. Obsessing with points is not the best way to learn how to shoot, I think. Ooh, that was close. Right, last arrow. Arrow number 36 for this video, but not overall today. So with everything else I've done, I think I'm happy with this for today. I don't want to overdo it, and it doesn't feel like I am overdoing it. Okay, so thank you for watching. If you like my content, please like and subscribe. You know, share it with your friends. You know, I'm just you know, trying my best to learn how to shoot bows. I love my Korean bows, but I've also wanted to shoot war bows. So you know, it's a passion of mine, and it's a journey, and I don't know how long it's going to take or how far I will get. But for now, you know, thank you for accompanying me on this journey. It's a privilege. Thank you. Bye bye.